learners, welcome to the learners nursing classes. Today we will do one word answers. One word answers means जैसे मान लो smallest cell क्या है, smallest organ कौन सा है, largest organ कौन सा है, vestigial organ क्या होते हैं, like that we will study. Okay, so let us start. This is only one word and these are always, ये हमेशा constant रहते हैं तो हमेशा याद रखने हैं, general knowledge के भी काम आते हैं and for the students, biology students also this is very helpful, very basics. Let us start. Smallest unit in human body. What is that? The cell is the smallest unit in the human body. Now cell में क्या होता है? ये बहुत सारे टाइप के सेल हैं, but the basic unit is the cell. So all these are cells and the basic unit of any structure, any tissue, any organ is the cell. Largest cell in females. Now female body में largest cell कौन सा होता है? Ovum. See, ovum is the largest cell. Now what is the largest cell in male? Male में ovum होता नहीं है, तो what will be the largest cell? The neurons are the largest cell in the human male. Smallest cell in male. सबसे छोटा cell in males कौन सा होता है? The sperm is the smallest cell in the male. Now largest organ in human body. Human body में देखो ये पूछा गया largest organ. Very broad question. So answer will be the skin is the largest organ. Now what is the largest internal organ? It's about when you're talking internal as well as external, then it is skin. When you're talking only the internal organ, then it is liver. Liver is the largest internal organ. Now coming to the endocrine glands. Largest endocrine gland. What is the largest endocrine gland? The thyroid is the largest endocrine gland. Coming to the smallest endocrine gland. Which is the smallest endocrine gland? The pineal gland is the smallest endocrine gland. What is the longest cranial nerve? सी जो क्रेनियल नर्व्स होती हैं वो 12 पेयर में होती हैं और इनका एक सीक्वेंस होता है जैसे 1 2 3 4 5 5th 6th 7th 8th लाइक दैट. सो व्हाट इज द लॉन्गेस्ट क्रेनियल नर्व? द लॉन्गेस्ट क्रेनियल नर्व इज द वेगस नर्व. सी द वेगस नर्व कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? देखिए यहाँ से आ रही है, इट इज़ गोइंग टिल डाउन. सो द वेगस इज द 10th क्रेनियल नर्व एंड इट इज़ द लॉन्गेस्ट. नाउ नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज द लार्जेस्ट क्रेनियल नर्व? सबसे बड़ी क्रेनियल नर्व कौन सी है? नाउ ट्राइजेमिनल इज द largest cranial nerve. It is the 5th cranial nerve. Coming to the smallest cranial nerve in terms of length. जो सबसे लंबाई में सबसे छोटी होती है in terms of length कौन सी smallest है? That is the optic nerve. That is the second nerve, second cranial nerve, and that is the optic nerve. Now coming to the smallest cranial nerve in terms of the number of the fibers. सबसे छोटी nerve in terms of number of the fibers कौन सी है? Trochlear nerve. That is the 5th cranial nerve. That is a trochlear nerve. Longest and largest nerve in the body. Now यहाँ पे पूरे body की बात हो रही है, not only in the cranial but it is the talking about the whole body. Now the largest nerve in the body is the sciatic nerve. See sciatic nerve from top to कितनी लंबी है? What is the longest bone and that is the strongest bone? What is the longest bone and the strongest bone? See, femur is the longest bone and the strongest bone of our body. The smallest bone. Now coming to the smallest bone. What is the smallest bone? The stapes, which is present in the inner ear. It is the smallest bone in the body. And you know what is the size of the stapes bone? The size of the bone is rice grain के बराबर होता है. If you see, it is equal to the rice grain. And where is the stapes? Can you see the stapes? See, here it is the stapes, very small. What is the largest sesamoid bone? Sesamoid bone is one type of bone and the largest sesamoid bone is the patella. See, this is the patella. This is the patella. What is the largest muscle in the body? The gluteus maximus is the largest muscle in the body. Coming to the smallest muscle in the body, the smallest muscle will be related to the smallest bone. So the smallest muscle is stapedius muscle, which is present in near the stapes and वो stapes के joint को जोड़ती है. I'll show you that. See, if I have to show you, see this is the stapedius muscle. This is the stapedius muscle. What is the largest phagocytes? Generally phagocytes होते क्या है? देखो white blood cells से होते हैं. Largest कौन से होते हैं? Sorry for the spelling mistake. So largest are monocytes. Monocytes are the, now see largest phagocytes are the monocytes. If you see, they are the monocytes. लार्जेस्ट लिम्फॉइड ऑर्गन, लिम्फेटिक सिस्टम से रिलेटेड या लिम्फॉइड ऑर्गन कौन सा है जो लार्जेस्ट है? दैट इज द स्प्लीन इज द लार्जेस्ट लिम्फॉइड ऑर्गन. लार्जेस्ट आर्टरी, which one is the largest artery? The aorta is the largest artery. If you see, this is the aorta, and you know aorta arises from the left ventricle, and then there is an arch of aorta, then there is a thoracic aorta, then there is abdominal aorta, and then there is bifurcation, which is the iliac vessels, which are divided into iliac artery. So till then it is the longest artery. लार्जेस्ट वेन कौन सी होती है? वेना केवा. द इंफीरियर वेना केवा इज द लार्जेस्ट वेन ऑफ द बॉडी. स्मॉलेस्ट आर्टरी, द आर्टीरियोल्स आर द स्मॉलेस्ट आर्टरी. सी दीज आर द आर्टीरियोल्स, और जब ये ज्वाइन हो जाते हैं इनसे तो दे फॉर्म द कैपिलरीज. नाउ दिस इज द स्मॉलेस्ट आर्टरी, आर्टीरियोल्स. नाउ सेम थिंग, स्मॉलेस्ट वेन, venules. The venules are the smallest vein. Now coming to the largest gland of our body. Spelling will be gland की गलत हो गई है. The largest gland in our body is the liver, is the largest gland in our body. Now smallest salivary gland कौन सा होता है? Salivary gland is a sublingual gland in our body. See, this is the sublingual gland in our body. That is the smallest salivary gland. And then coming to the largest salivary gland, the largest salivary gland is the parotid. This is the parotid gland, the largest salivary gland. Now coming to the largest part of the brain. The largest part of the brain is the cerebrum. This is the cerebrum. See, this is the cerebrum. Smallest part of the brain. What is the smallest part of the brain? The midbrain is the smallest part of the brain. ये blue color का अगर आप देख रहे हैं, that is the midbrain, the smallest part of the brain. The largest carpal bone. Now coming to the carpal bone. तो largest carpal bone कौन सी होती है? Capitate. कहाँ होती है? See, the capitate is the this present here, and it is the largest carpal bone. Out of the carpal bones, this is the largest. Now coming to the smallest carpal bone. See, pisiform is the smallest carpal bone. ये सारे जो वन वर्ड क्वेश्चन है, ये काफ़ी सारे MCQs में आए हैं, इनके आंसर कभी चेंज नहीं हो रहे हैं, रट्टा मारना पड़ेगा, इनको याद रख लो माइंड में. तो स्मॉलेस्ट कार्पल बोन इज द pisiform bone. Now largest joint of the body. What is the largest joint? Knee joint is the largest joint of the body. स्मॉलेस्ट जॉइंट ऑफ द बॉडी, अगेन द बोन, सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट बोन और सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट मसल से बनेगा, एंड दैट इज द इनकस एंड स्टेपीज के बीच में बनता है इंक्यूडोस्टेपिडियल जॉइंट. इफ यू सी, इफ आई हैव टू शो यू, इंक्यूडोस्टेपिडियल जॉइंट. लार्जेस्ट पैपिले. देखो पैपिले आर प्रेजेंट, एक पैपिले एक टाइप का रूगेज होते हैं जो प्रेजेंट होते हैं बॉडी के किसी किसी पार्ट में. जैसे पैपिले आर प्रेजेंट इन द टंग, फॉर एग्जांपल लार्जेस्ट पैपिले वैलेट पैपिले होते हैं जो टंग में जो उभरे हुए पिरामिडल शेप के छोटे छोटे रिजेस होते हैं, इनको कहते हैं पैपिले. एंड दे द लार्जेस्ट पैपिले वैलेट ये टंग में होते हैं, और स्मॉलेस्ट पैपिले भी टंग में होते हैं, और इनको कहते हैं फिलीफॉर्म पैपिले. नाउ लार्जेस्ट ऑर्गेनली, सबसे बड़ी ऑर्गेनली कौन सी होती है? न्यूक्लियोलस इज द न्यूक्लियस इज द लार्जेस्ट ऑर्गेनली. सी, दिस इज द न्यूक्लियस एंड दिस इज द लार्ज, इन दैट देर इज द लार्जेस्ट ऑर्गेनली. लार्जेस्ट कैविटी इन द बॉडी. नाउ ना इसमें देखो, ये एक होती है हॉलो कैविटी, एक होती है बोनी कैविटी. नाउ इसमें कुछ नहीं लिखा गया, तो लार्जेस्ट कैविटी इन द बॉडी विल बी एब्डोमिनल कैविटी, दैट इज द लार्जेस्ट कैविटी. Then coming to largest vertebra. Vertebra कौन सा होता है largest? The lumbar vertebras are the largest vertebra. See, cervical, thoracic and lumbar. The lumbar are the largest vertebra. Now coming to the smallest vertebra. Smallest vertebras are the cervical vertebras, and they are in the neck region. Then coming to the smallest chamber of the heart. The smallest chamber of the heart is the left atrium, if you see, and the largest chamber of the heart is the left ventricle, if you see. The left ventricle is the largest chamber of the longest part of the GI tract. The small intestine is the largest tract of the gastrointestinal system. Now small intestine, if you see, it is very long. Then coming to largest lymphatic duct of the body. The largest lymphatic duct is thoracic duct of the body. And if you see the thoracic duct, the green color is the thoracic duct of the body. The largest bony cavity in the body. The largest bony cavity is the thoracic cavity in the body. Largest lobe of the liver. The liver has 2 lobes. देखो, and there are total 8 segments in the liver. So the right lobe is the largest lobe of the liver. Now lungs have how many lobes? Now right lung and the left lung. Now variation is there. The right lung is having 3 lobes. The left lung is having 2 lobes. And division is called as fissure. Brain has how many lobes? The brain has lobes 4: frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital. So if you see, these are the lobes of the brain in the one hemisphere. ये one hemisphere में है, तो the other side is also one hemisphere. So there are 4 pair of lobes. Now hardest substance in the human body. See, this question is the hardest substance in the human body. That is the outer layer of the dentate crown. That is called as enamel. If you see, the outer layer of the dental crown is called as enamel. That is the hardest substance in the body. Number of bones in our human body. Very, very simple question. Everybody knows that 206 bones are there in our human body. And in newborn, there are 306 bones and they get fused over a period of time. What is the river of life? River of life word किस चीज़ के लिए use किया गया है? The river of life blood is used for the blood. Now lifespan of RBC, what is the lifespan? 120 days, and it carries oxygen and deoxygenated blood to the various parts of the body from one to the other end, and so the lifespan is 120 days. Now what is the lifespan of the WBC? Now WBC have got so many monocytes, neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils. Now इनका average lifespan होता है 10 to 15 days. Monocyte, eosinophil, basophils, neutrophils and lymphocytes are the types of white blood cells, and it has got 10 to 15 days. What is the pH of the blood? The standard pH of the blood is 7.4. If you see 7.35 to 7.45, the normal pH. And if you go आगे, it is alkalotic. If you go पीछे, it is acidotic. And both the situation extreme, it is near death situation. Number of chromosomes in our body. There are 23 pairs. That means there are 46 in number chromosome. Blood bank in our body. Blood bank in our body is the spleen, which is the blood bank in our body. Thank you so much, viewers. Like, subscribe and share.